in the business for a long time, the weight loss business, and I specialize in sustainable weight loss, which is very different than the typical weight loss. Now, let me ask you a question. If, let's say, I had a problem with raccoons, right? And I called one of you over to get rid of the problem. And you come over, you do what you do, and the next week, instead of having 3 raccoons, I have 5 raccoons. I call you back in again, you come in, you do what you do, following week I have 10 raccoons. Would you keep calling this person to keep coming back? Of course not, right? Because he's not solving the problem. You get rid of the raccoon, but they keep coming back. Well, let's look at the weight loss industry. In 1992, that's the year I got into the business, the obesity rate was 12.6%. Today, the obesity rate is over 36%. But also, 75% of the US population today is considered overweight. Never mind all the health issues that we have. Now, during the same period, from 1992, we spent $30 billion that year on weight loss product services. Today we're spending over $65 billion. Isn't that pretty obvious? Whatever we're doing in the weight loss industry is not working. We've doubled the amount of money we spend on the industry with absolutely nothing to show for it. We haven't even slowed down weight gain. We at least stopped it and we maintained, and I give them credit for that. That's the definition of insanity by Einstein, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that's what exactly the industry is doing. And the reason he's doing it is because, hey, he's making money. Why change something that's working? Besides, gaining the weight back, and by the way, over 95% of the people who lose weight, we gain the weight back. I guess it's good for business because you have repeat customers, you know? So, anyway, these 2 trees here, they're going to help demonstrate the difference between a sustainable way of getting in shape and the unsustainable way of getting in shape. You look at these 2 trees, okay? The one on the left, pretend it's planted in the ground, by the way, just have to see the roots. And the other one is planted in the pot. Both trees you can get fruits, and I'm sure they taste wonderful. Now, that's where the similarities end. The tree on the right, unless you take care of it, you water it, you feed it, it will die. It's dependent completely on you. The other tree on the left, yes, it might need a little watering in the beginning to get the root system going, but once the root system goes and grows, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, you might, trim it a little bit every so often, but pretty much it grows on its own. Now, let's take a closer look at the current methods of weight loss and how they help you get in shape. By the way, either program, whether you're looking to get in shape with the sustainable way or the unsustainable way, both of them can get you to the same thing. You can get a strong body with either method, okay? You can get a healthy and lean body, again, with either method, the sustainable way or the unsustainable way. And same thing, I don't know if you guys knew that it makes a big difference in your brain. This island of Icaria, the average population had the second longest lifespan in the world. 1/3 of the population is over the age of 90. And the island has virtually no mental disease of any kind. How can it be? They have the perfect genes there? Of course not. So that's why being in shape, not just about the body, it's also about the mind. Again, both of them can get you the same thing. Now, let's look at though how the unsustainable way approach weight loss. They require constant conscious effort. In other words, they rely on self-discipline and motivation. And if you don't have it, you have to get a personal trainer, which is good for me, I guess, or a nutritionist. The problem with motivation is it comes and goes. Sometimes you're motivated to do the right thing, sometimes you're not. Okay, same thing with self-discipline. So if you require all that in order to do what is required for you to get in shape, in other words, count calories, keep exercising, maintain a healthy diet, in order to get the results that you want, sooner or later, you're going to get sick of it and stop, regardless of results. A A lot of people, and a lot of fitness professionals say, oh, once people see results, they'll be motivated to keep going. Well, if that was true, then how come 95% of the people who lose weight regain their weight back? If seeing results was enough to keep people motivated, that should have had no problem. And yet they do. Why? Because here's a simple fact. The best results in the world would not keep anyone motivated if the results were achieved through a method that's overwhelming. And the simple fact is, the current methods of weight loss are simply overwhelming for the vast majority of people. Yes, we do have the 5% of fitness nuts that have sacrificed all their free time in the gym. Personally, I'd rather be fat, to be honest with you, than spend all my free time in the gym. You know? And what's the point of living if I have to count every little food that I put in my mouth and I can't enjoy my devil gloves? I like devil gloves. But life doesn't have to be that way. There's a much better way of getting in shape, and that's the sustainable way. Here's the question. Well, I was raised in Greece. I moved here at the age of 15. In Greece, where I lived, people lived long, healthy lives. Thin was the norm. Cancer was a rare disease because I didn't know anyone that had it, or I didn't even know anyone who knew anyone that had cancer. We didn't even have a gym in the town. And nobody worried about their eating habits. How do we stay in shape? Our habitual behaviors kept us in shape. Okay? Now, what's great about the sustainable way is that it requires a little conscious effort to start developing the habits. But you see, because we rely on habits, it's like the tree that grows no root system. Eventually, they become automatic, and you don't have to think about it. So the key to sustainable weight loss is habits, because good habits form the base that supports the lean and healthy body. So today I want to spend a little time on talking about how do you develop habits. And by the way, it's the easiest thing. Repetition. But before you get to that, first you got to have the right mindset. And that's where the problem is. You see, we're a society that wants instant results. And that's what gets us in trouble. Because instant results, in order to get fast results, you got to make big changes in your life all at once. But the big changes will most likely overwhelm you, and you end up quitting and gaining your way back. On the other hand, if you do it slow and steady, because we focus so much on the scale or whatever result we're looking for, slow and steady, you might get the results a little slower. But because we're in a hurry, again, we burn out. So the right mindset is realizing that you cannot change habits overnight, and you want to focus on one habit at a time. And the most important thing is believing that you can achieve your results. If you don't believe it, don't even start actually. If you go with the attitude that, I might give it a shot, you lost the battle already. Beliefs are extremely important. Okay? Because beliefs is what, let me give you an example just so you get the idea. 95% of the things that you do and you think every day are habitual behaviors and habitual thoughts. Actually, not even aware. Basically, your subconscious mind runs the program. Okay? Only 5% of the things that you do and you think on a daily basis are conscious effort. The reason that is because your subconscious mind is a lot more powerful than your conscious mind. Okay, now this is where it comes in. And here's the issue. You have a choice. You can spend all the 5% that you have available, your conscious effort, to focusing on counting calories, counting points, going to the gym, and then you have no life. Or you can train your subconscious mind to take over, so your conscious mind is free to do whatever it wants. Isn't that a much better way of doing things? You know, I think so. So, let's talk about how do you develop habits. Repetition develops habits. You repeat something enough times, and sooner or later, that something will become second nature to you. Okay? I'll give you an example. Flossing. How many people don't floss regularly in here? You have to raise your hand. I was one of them. And I was getting very annoyed with myself because I would go to my dentist, and my dentist happened to be my client also. And he would tell me that I'm not flossing enough. It would give me all the reasons why I should be flossing. I would get inspired. I would floss for a couple of weeks, and then fall off the wagon. It's like me sitting here and telling you all the benefits of exercising and all the benefits of eating healthy. I'm sure you already know them. I can sit here and inspire you of all the how good you're going to feel, and you might leave here, you might do it for a couple of weeks, and then you're going to go back to your old habits. I haven't done anything. So I started thinking, and this happened like 15 years ago. I'm like, I can't even get myself flossing. And I'm trying to get people to exercise regularly, and exercising and eating right takes a lot more effort than flossing. So that's really what changed my whole approach to fitness. So I focused on flossing, and I came up with the idea to start flossing one tooth every night. Just one tooth. I told my dentist what I was doing, and his reaction was, you're wasting your time. You're flossing one tooth, doesn't do anything. And I said to him, you're missing the point here. I'm not trying to floss. I'm trying to develop the habit of picking up the string every night. Forget the result I'm looking for. Let's break the action that I want to make habitual into the smallest increment possible, so it's easy for me to repeat every night. Doesn't matter what time I get home, doesn't matter how tired I am, because there's only one tooth, up, down, done. And what happened was, after 1 month, 2 months, it took I think 2.5 months, I found myself flossing every single tooth. And I've been flossing ever since. Now, I don't even have to think about it. It's an automatic reaction. And we want to do the same thing with habits, with exercising. I always tell people, the first goal of a fitness program is not to get the results that you want. And whenever I tell it to my client when they first come in for the consultation, they'll look at me, wait a minute, no, I'm here to forget results. I'm like, I know that. But if you want sustainable results, that should not be your first goal. The first goal of an exercise program is to develop the habit of exercising. Okay? So now,